Hello. Oh. Hello everyone and welcome to Star Wars and Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we found a star map on Kashyyyk, but now we're going to have a little catch up with our crew because it's been such a long time.
How can I help?
You're curious about something.
Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask if you'll permit it.
Hey.
In our time together I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light. You follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side. And with so little training, for me it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion?
It's a joke from me sometimes.
That's a relief to hear. I have never found the Jedi path an easy one to
Be the
walk.
best kitten.
And it's good to know I'm not alone.
Hello.
I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to
Nice to
anger,
meet you.
too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it.
Jocelyn?
I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I dream I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith
Tired
caused and
stress.
I get so furious.
I was about to
Yet
start
we're
half an
told
hour
that
ago,
these
but
feelings are the path
life
to
got
the
in the
dark
way.
side.
Yeah, I'm Lady West. This is Challenge Wick, who's loosely based on, I don't know if you can see him with the camera slightly, named after this little fella who is called Chadwick. Oh. Okay, and Joe, sorry about that. Sounds like you have your own demons to face.
I suppose I do. Part of me thinks that it would be worth anything to vanquish evil, even if it meant giving in to my base emotions. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, how could I... No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? And even worse, who am I to try and make you question them?
What?
These dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. Please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission.
Alright, Bastila. Hey, Calf.
Yes, what's on your mind?
English is fine, I don't know a lot of languages. Tell me why you want revenge on Saul so badly.
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
It seems a lot more personal than that, is all.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
I do, if it's alright with you.
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son.
Nah,
Telos.
like I said, I only know
Thought they'd be
English.
safe there, but my task force arrived too
I'm not-
late to be
I'm
of
not
much
as
help.
clever as you
We didn't
two
have
are,
enough medical
Joe.
supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in
Oh.
time.
Cool. What happened after that?
I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
I didn't mean to pry.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. You deserve some kind of, explanation.
So what happened to your son? You didn't say.
His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
Okay, bye, Beta Caden. Let's see if someone's a bit more chatty to me now that I'm not sure I've got any. You can make any spikes for me. Oh, T3. Fair enough. Are you feeling more chatty now, Zalba, since last time you sorted out stuff for your family? Is that what you want? Do you have anything more to say about yourself, Zalba? Yes, more than I would have allowed, and you taught me some things too. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I stream every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Friday is Mass Effect, and Sunday I'm doing gosh, I don't know what the game is. Sonic Adventure. Why would you request to take back a sword? I'm not sure really. Father expected so much of me. I guess I do so well. I think I've learnt enough. I'll bring it back to Kazakh when what happens then. I'm sorry we couldn't stay on I'm sorry we couldn't stay on Kazakh longer. Okay, yeah, I've got plenty of non-binary friends, so yeah, I'll just call you they, them, or dude. No, it's very more comfortable with, I'm not gonna be that rude to him. I will follow. How was that rude to Zalba?
Yes. What is it?
Is there something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
Oh, thank you very much. I hope you will catch up with some more of my stuff. I have, if you check it on the descriptions, I have links to my YouTube where I've got some of the previous streams. And plus, with Mass Effect, I'm getting very close to the end. Well, I'm doing the Legendary Edition, so I'm getting to the end of the Mass Effect part of the game. But hopefully soon we'll get on to Mass Effect 2. What is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
What are you saying?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld.
I'm sorry, Johanny, I didn't know.
If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Johanny. There was... Oh, actually no, probably better go. Calm yourself. Remember the Jedi code.
There is no emotion. There is peace. I suppose you did what you had to, and it could not have been avoided. The Republic needs Taris. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
Okay, hopefully we'll see you again. See you again. It's nice to meet you, Joe. It's alright, Johanny.
Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Honey, don't be like that. Now where is our new friend? Hey, Jolie.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
You wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a panther.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Any trouble with this man?
I did. Just because someone has the force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some... Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Andor killed Krat, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Yeah. Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. Those could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
And what does that to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Alright. We're gonna check on... Talk about mission, let's go check on her. Hey, Mission.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
You wanna talk about your brother?
Maybe if we get these tat glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Yeah, do that mission for you. When we get back, but let's catch up with Candace first.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. We started by conquering worlds outside the Republic. We did it quietly so the Republic wouldn't really know what was going on until it was too late. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We came in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We razed whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake, but the cowardly tactics the Republic defenders used left us little choice.
What do you mean?
Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition.
But killing people as well.
It's wrong to hide with shields surrounding you, hoping the enemy will be so good as to throw themselves at your feet to be slaughtered. I have no time or patience for cowards. They deserve to be hunted down and exterminated like vermin. There was no honor in wiping them out like rats. But some of your forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes. Especially later. Later, when Revan had joined the war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something else you want to know?
Can you give me any
Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it. A real warrior knows there anything else. We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
You couldn't have fun against the whole galaxy.
But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The 2 fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
But you eventually lost.
Yeah, we lost. But there is no shame in it. We lost to the greatest single warrior the Republic has ever known. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Hi, Candace. Let's go ahead to the next world. Actually, now we go to Tatooine first because I say we got to go give. Already here. Ah, okay, I remember now. That's why I was going walking towards the door. So yes, been a while. Anyway, so we want mission. Our mission needs to be leveled up as well. What's it one way? Dexterity, skills.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin? Davin Kotrus?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolie?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
You could check into it. Well, man, on next.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Looks like Jolie's friends in trouble. And it happens to be in the exact place we're going to after we've been here. So... Oh, we've got to sell another Gaffy stick as well, I believe, if I remember correctly. Hello.
Greetings again from...
What
Of
Gaffy
course,
stick?
you've done a good job. Farewell.
I like 50 credits.
You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech land for me, right?
The tech gang, take it.
Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Torresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Hey, sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, I'm gonna stay out of trouble and do things right. And once we've cornered the market on Torresian ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to your Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Torresian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, oh, at least 20 times your investment.
You already promised me a few thousand
Hey,
credits.
don't worry, you'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Torresian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even bigger payoff.
I've done more than enough already for you.
You don't know much about business, do you? When an opportunity like this comes along, you have to jump at it. Come on, what do you say?
I don't need business advice from you.
It's your loss. I better get started brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll give you a down payment on what I owe you.
Sure. Whatever you say, bro. Anyway. let's head to our next destination. I'm alright, thank you, Thieves. Nice for you to tune in. I'm just a bit stressed out because I should have started half an hour ago, and I'm tired. And now we have arrived at Manan. Do-do-do-do. Makes me laugh. Anyway.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
It looked like the star map was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location. How can I help?
I talk about what you said before about giving in to your emotions.
Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the Council.
No, I disagree.
Perhaps you're not being truly objective then. There's no need to spare my feelings on this point. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly.
You're doing great, I'm sure.
It's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough.
You're being too hard on yourself.
That's a kinder response than I deserve. And I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before. And you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together.
We're made for each other, Bastila. You have to see that.
I need time to think about all this. They're not going what they would. We should continue on with our mission for now.
Probably be tricking Ambassador again later on.
In your mind.
And do you know anything about this place?
Manan's a neutral world. They're the only source of Kolto, the healing fluid, and they use that to remain free from both the Republic and the Sith. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
Never mind. let's see what was I about to say? Oh, is there something you want? Do you know anything about the planet we're on? I don't know much about the planets we visit, but I suppose I should learn. Is this how much? Oh, oh. You're not really gonna. You're vegetarian already. You don't even want to use these things to bring together. Oh, we'll use them up first. Anything else to say about yourself, Buster? Oh, must be more than I should have allowed until I'm going for that. Oh, thanks. I'll do this again. I don't be weird about Hazek with him.
I was remembering Taris.
I'm sorry,
No,
honey.
it's all right. I think I am over the worst of it. I apologize again for lashing out at you. It was not your fault. It was a horrible place to have, at least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
And there's rat
There was always the danger of raccoons coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Was it that?
Money to spare these. Even the enclave on Dantooine seems a paradise in comparison. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Or the Jedi you met?
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse that parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
What are you doing? Your parents?
Another story
So what are you doing,
for another
Karen?
place. For now, we must
Sleep.
continue our own epic. To save the
Hey,
galaxy,
baby.
if we can.
Got something on your mind, do you?
You never actually say why you're telling me.
No, I never did I?
Are you always gonna be just elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Move on to where?
To bed! I'm old and tired, you know. How
really?
many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
No, I guess not.
There. Now, was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
You know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time?
Hello,
I can see
Viking.
that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you, but... I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
No, tell me more. What do you see?
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can't be all bad.
Who's Nomi?
Nomi, Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever.
Ooh.
Fine lass.
Thanks for the follow.
Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men
That
all
means
day.
I'm 10 followers away from potentially getting an affiliate. That'd be good. So this is long. I didn't bring you along for your amusement, you know.
Oh, stop being such a baby. Are you always so quick to turn aside an ally? Got too many of them, do you? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo!
Bye, Jolie.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me about Mandalorian.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost.
goggles.
For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
And eventually you came to Taris.
Yeah, I came to Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
You are every companion.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
No,
Your
for now.
choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
But I just gotta get rid of these fucking fog things soon. Hey, mission.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I'll talk about you, brother.
I appreciate everything you've done for Griff. You know that, right? I just hope things work out for him this time around. I guess we'll find out when he meets up with us at the Zerka Corp shop. If he's got those credits he promised you, then maybe there's hope for him yet.
Okay, let's just finish stuff on. Let's go home to the planet. Yeah, Carf out for a while, so let's take Carf and Jolie. Oh, another one?
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
What a prick.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Why do you listen for cities around?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
What's Kotor?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
The Republic and Sith both stay
The
here?
Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
I'm
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
Carth Onesi, is that you?
Jordo?
It is you, isn't it? I knew it when I laid eyes on you. You old space dog. How have you been? I thought for sure you'd be fighting on some ship out there.
I was. I crashed.
That's pretty rich. I can't imagine what it would take to keep you on the ground. Must have something to do with your friend here, eh? How's it going?
Nice to meet you,
So
Jordo.
what are you doing here, Jordo? Last time I saw you was on, well, Telos, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame about home. Telos still hasn't recovered. The family and I moved on, and I'm working for Zerka now. I didn't see you after... what I mean is, my condolences on your wife. I heard what happened. At least your boy made it through all right.
My boy? You mean Dustle?
Yes, of course. I saw him at my last stop on Korriban, though he didn't recognize me. You didn't know he was there?
No. Jordo, Dustle's been missing since the attack on Telos. Are you absolutely certain it was him?
Yeah, I'd recognize Dustle anywhere. Positive. He's joined the Sith, Garth.
What do you mean he's joined the Sith?
There's an academy for the Sith on Korriban. He's a student there. I saw him suited up in their outfit and everything. Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. Well, thanks for telling me, Jordo.
Sure, no problem. Good to see you again, Karth. Hope everything works out with Dustil.
Dustil? Dustil is alive. We have to go to the Korriban Academy and find him.
We have a photos card.
You think I don't know that? If there's a chance that we can try and find him, I don't want to wait to track him down if possible. All this time I thought he was... I mean, he must be a man by now.
Listen, welcome to advice of all the manners and different streets and products that all produce here on Manan. We carry all manner of things we have customer contribution across the world provided. Customer evidence. Oh, best precious. How is that? How can we help you today? How about Alto City? Alto City is the centre of the trading commercial. Oh, no, indeed, this is the power sector. Only known for a source of Kotor. Kotor, thus most important of worlds. This city is supported by self-class road that races and crosses that. What wonders that Manan has to offer. How about Manan? Manan is the home of three Selkath. It is our race lived here for countless millennia. With our valuable supply of culture, they become the most important player in intergalactic politics. We have a need for stance we believe that long for violence is a terrible solution. And where I can assist you? Let me see it in joy. Of course, as far as I understand, probably just all stuff that I'm gonna go quickly swap out car for somebody else. Interesting. Oh damn it, the wrong way. Oh, coming off the ship, coming onto the ship. See, I've only really got Karth out just to see if I can get that shift press activate for him. Anyway, who could I take now? How about Jahani? Awareness and injury. Powers. Stable droid. Strength. Awareness and injury. Feats. Two-handed license. Stasis. You can give her a lightsaber, but ah. I thought it would affect her a lot badly, but I guess it don't. Actually, we've got some more viewers in. Hello, everyone. Who is this, an ambassador? Greetings, forgiveness, it seems quite possible. I don't have any exotic species for sale. This is dangerous, mind you. Exotic species? What sort of exotic species? Anything non-sentient, non-common, if this will do. Although they're easy to manage, if that's understandable. I have some Gisco interested. I'm afraid I cannot take those. I'm passionate of mine that I made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures. In Wick's storage facility was nearly overrun. If that's good, I hope you keep them separated. If not, I have my condolences. It's never I can convince you to take off my hands. I suppose having a few extra pieces wouldn't be harm. We can do it with hand then, I suppose. Provided a different one out. I would ask that you provide 100 credits and that way I can take off your hands. I was having a cemetery, but how about we call it even? So I suppose it's better than nothing. We must have some features in our exhibits after all. As a sense of people mind to remove the gift on your vessel. Thank you for your cooperation. Here you go. Let's get rid of the gift. This must be. Oh, bloody camera.
Enough time to listen to your stories. We've got a full shipment of Kotor ready to load before my shift is over. We've got all the proper Kotor trading permits, so back off.
Alright, sorry. Really buggers, eh? I don't think you guys know he's gonna go there this yet. Let's head into Banan, shall we? What? Yeah, shut up, Berserk. He played Berserk, but why do you think acting like I played Berserk before? I don't know before. Yay, that's a good game. Close to the fort. Alright now, I'll probably play some more than later on, but yay, there's money range! Oh, it's just like a port official. Hello guys. Welcome to Milan. Once you're here, I trust that you will follow our rules and giving our activities off the rails. Don't worry, I'll follow. What are the rules exactly? The thing most important rules is very simple. Punishment is punishable by death. If you're carrying any first culture, you better have a power. That's alright. Good to have you back, Joe. Our rules is very simple. And I will maintain a careful neutrality. We get very hostile people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontation between Sith and the Republic is dealt with swiftly and subtly. Is that understood? How can you be neutral when the Sith are trying to conquer everything? The Sith respect their independence of Banan, and that's the Republic does. As long as we continue to control the production of the resources vulnerable to Kotor, we have no reason to fear any conquering fleet. Now, instead of a command attack, we will destroy our supply of Kotor and vanish the youth. The ocean's over. Even the shipboard I'm willing to tell. There's a lot of commodity value of Falco. You can have it all worked out. The docking fee is generally first, but you have to pay each time you dock on the raft, or you may not be put into the electricity. I don't need to pay the docking fee. Ah, I see. Yes, you don't need to pay the docking fee.
The Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. Get too close. So now, you may come and go quickly, as long as you don't leave. If you do, you'll pay the docking fee once more. Let's get exploring this. Okay. I use can you see that everything is Kotor? Arbiter's really Kotor. Kotor's not mine, I'm really a coordinator. You cannot simply buy arms or Kotor. Negotiations will work that between interest and Kotor culture. It's fantastic. Deal them billions of credits. You're obviously in the wrong place for that. If you go to the courthouse to the best. You may use this go first out of any hindrance.
Manan may not seem very hospitable, but a surprising amount of trade runs through it because of the Kolto
trade. You cannot sell it, honestly, show me your permit. I can get a permit. I don't get a broken between internet governments and Alto City Export Authority. You don't sell armed cargo to a handful, you sell it by the ton. I hear the store will be used to buy information for personal use. There was information. I'm not here to answer your questions, but further, I'm not sure who's through here. Lifeblood and non-economy. Either you show me your permit or leave me in peace. I'll go now. Hey, that's random, but yeah. I know what I get to, so yeah. It's all good. As long as you do yourself. Why are you showing me? Can't see that I'm... Oh. I'm going there. I can probably say the exact same things, like, no, we don't want to do your Kotor.
Got something on your...
Ah, never
I
mind.
get it.
Ah. Oh. Anyway, I think this is the way I'm meant to go. We'll go east, don't I? I think I'm going to go east. I don't know, I get confused. There's a certain place I want to go, but I can't remember exactly where it is. This is great!
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Damn. Stop, let's see what I've got to sell.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
What is this? No fact. Since you're in the Republic, I'll charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
I see this guy is a supporter of the Republic. The South of Vietnam wasn't before they remember before the arms and I hope this is not negatively impacted on our trade. If they give trust deference to the Sith, then there's monsters could be coming and overtake. My feelings about the Sith are well known around the culture. Very interested about outbursts. What do you we should have it stop. That's just human, Mike. Inventory contains the finest of our tech equipment. You find them or not? Fast food and that superior to the course of what the Sith are so fond of. Well, not really good. But combat stabilizer mask. Strength gauntlets. Beam on packets. Here. I think I don't need to. Oh, it's the hotel. I don't need to go there just yet. Let's go here. Propaganda embassy. I don't need to visit there just yet. That's alright. As long as you can still tune in and having a good time. Everyone makes you feel well, and you feel welcome. Not here to judge. Anyway, let's get to this next area. So, 40.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
This is a public street.
Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
What's this way?
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike?
Yes, we have a fine price right here. Little dent, but serviceable. A real bargain for that. At that
I
price.
thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
Get out my store. I'm shooting your jokes. You're shipping your stupid jokes. I've got real customers to worry about. I don't need you coming in every day making fun of my inventory.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
I don't know. Sorry, Yogle. Are you here to mock me as a Sith, or do you actually want to buy something? I'm not interested to. I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm Chad as Wick. Oh, please forgive me. I have no cause to be so rude to you. The Sith sets up for me. Business has been slow. But no excuse for my turn. I apologise. Let me start off on the right foot. Welcome to my used goods store. You're all Texas. If there's anything I can help you with, all you need to do is ask. I'll answer questions. I fear I have very little help providing information to human. Most of the members of my shop are out collecting inventory. At night, I'm exhausted, so I don't think in return, I sleep. I sleep for my friend next day. I will best answer your questions. I cannot help though. Look at your inventory. What's human? All sorts of things. My damage. Repairs my price is ridiculously for only pressing the price. I see. So computer spikes. Void heavy armor type 3. That's right. I still found some use from your store. It's all good. This must be... Ah, that's this place. I've no reason to be here. Let's find this door. Swoop! Hello!
Queedle is the local favorite. You should cheer along with us. He needs the encouragement.
You here to cheer Cassandra? She's a fine racer. I hope she knocks Hukta out of the running. I was down here last week, and I got Cassandra Matteel's auto print.
She doesn't do that very often.
Hey, come to cheer your favorite swoop jock? Well, this is the place now that Terrace is gone.
Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chuai thou donga. Tolpada bonk I can get. Who are you? My name is Vic. I work for Igor Golder. He's a merchant who deals with very rare items of art. He serves as a go-between for buyers and sellers throughout the galaxy. I serve as security advisor. It's highly demanding. The fact that it seems polite to be insulting and berating me makes the matter a little difficult. Why are you wearing a Sith uniform? Are you with the Sith? Honestly, no, not really. I swear that when you can gain respect, people are less likely to give you trouble if they think you might be with the Sith. Don't you think the Sith might take something to that? Well, maybe, I guess, but the Sith here man aren't about to do anything about it in trouble. If it gets into sanctions against the Kotor shipments, as long as I don't actually say I'm with the Sith, that's in the mind. I just use the alphabet to give me the so-called edge I need. Being Alfred's security advisor isn't easy. Yes, I can see how it would be very stressful. It can be... Even if you begin to imagine... You can't even begin to imagine. Like dealing with culturally, like sports, full type of things, even though they don't get their way. And also the rest of us, you idiot, Vec. How could you let this be so stupid, Vec? You think this major is easy, but I'd like to see you be here about me. I'm sorry, that outburst. I need to be careful, relax, but just talking about work makes me so tense. Allow me to wish you a civil good day and get back to watching the races. Oh, me. Zenia?
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
Hello there, Racer. Hello there. Are you here to talk to professional racers? They're in those lots of land to the east of the room. That usually shows that amateur racers like me, but I'll probably be giving up soon anyway. I just wanted to ask a few questions. Well, I'll answer what I can, but I don't think we're getting back onto the track. What's bothering you? I ain't getting any better out there. Razor's hard. I think I have good skill, but I can't afford to keep up with the professionals. The shoot bikes are modified to the best equipment. There's only worry I can do is borrow toolkits and standard parts. I can't afford to make this my life. I want to keep going, but without the money, I can't win. And if you don't win, you can't get the money. How much do you think you need? That's not your problem to worry about, but I would be bothering you, but 500 credits is all I need, no problem. But this I need. It's my problem, not yours. I think that's my first question. If you like, probably best going back out to probably go back to attraction. I want to ask about you and racing. Me? Oh, I'm Queen Model. I'm one of the vain and group racers. Is banana a good course for racing? I don't know. It's been hard to keep up with the professionals. Maybe the course. Maybe it's the course. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not doing very well. I haven't raced elsewhere, but I'll probably just go on a bad another track. What can you about other races? Kotor Jacks. I know there are 2 festival races right now. They keep themselves in the racers lounge. The only thing I can really say about them is that I never get any chance of beating them. They're probably just, I should probably just give up racing. How long have you been at this? Not long. I don't know how much more I'll be putting in. I think I've gone as far as I can go. What do you mean by that? I ain't gonna, I suspect. Mention you 500 credits? It's not your problem, but if I was going to do, it was, yeah, if I had that much, I'd go to you. That's nice of you, but no change me. I'll probably end up quitting anyway if I'm waste my time. Oh, I have to leave. Goodbye. You're on the track. Cassandra Metallic.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an auto print, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Leave me alone. I need time to prepare for my races.
I want to ask you a few questions.
Well, get it over with.
I want to know about you in racing.
Of course you do. Everyone wants time with the fabulous Cassandra Matil. There just isn't enough of me to go around.
Is Manan course any good for racing?
Was, but I can't seem to get a break lately. Hukta has been holding me off, and all he does is run over everything. But this place is all there is, until the circuit recovers from the loss of Taris. It's going to take a while.
Is there no other tracks?
Not within reasonable traveling time. I heard there was a startup on Tatooine, but I'll stick with the legitimate tracks. Thank you very much.
What do you mean by that?
Huts aren't to be trusted. That's all I'll say.
How long have you been at this?
2 years. But that's more than enough time to know the secrets behind this sport. It's all about the image you portray.
What do you mean by that?
Hukta is the thug. People like him because he's mean. I'm the pretty one. The one that people want to take home. Even if we don't win, we're easy to remember. That keeps the fans coming back. So race organizers want us at their tracks. Local racers don't bring in off-world crowds. They need us. At least they would if there was still a functioning circuit.
What can you about the other races?
Kotor Jax is the only other professional here besides me. He got where he is by making sure everyone knows he's the toughest racer out there. I don't know any of the other racers. I guess there's Queedle, the local favorite. He won't amount to much.
What makes you say
You
that?
need money to compete. Maybe he's got some skills, but he just doesn't have the best bike. It's that simple.
What do you about my first
Yes,
question?
yes, hurry it up.
What do you know about Milan?
I know that if you do absolutely anything wrong, you get locked up. Seems like finding criminals is a great way to bring in the credits. I'm surprised they even let us race. Wouldn't want the crowds to get too excited. Excitement makes people unpredictable or something.
I'll have to leave.
Don't
Goodbye.
hurry back.
How rude. You. That's me. You should step back. His fair racers like me are important. Leave me alone. I have to get ready, so it's important meditation and stuff. I just want to ask you a few questions. Okay. Yeah, okay, but keep it short. I have no reason to talk to you. I was asked about you in racing. Oh, okay, maybe it's something, but maybe not. Actually, don't give secrets out. Is Milan a good horse racing? It's actually good, but it's too wet. It's on the ocean, so you have to have it. Better hit a road than the rocks, I guess. Track is all there until the circuit's up again. Terrace looks the best races. But I suppose there's Tatooine. What's wrong with Tatooine? I'm not going back there to Tatooine ever. There's better there than that dust ball. How are you? Where are you out there? None of your business. Stop talking about it. You stop. I've only been at this. Lots of years. I got my troop after we raided. I mean, I got my troop when someone left it to me. It was sad, but happy to me. What do you mean by that? Nothing. I'm saying no more. What can I say about other races? Just, you know, I'm better than all the rest of the races. Better than the more players. Hunter's okay, but he's weak and little. Good here too, but who doesn't got what it was? Yeah, he hasn't got what he's got. What do you mean? He doesn't have the best swoop. He has the skill overall for all, but his swoop just goes slow. He goes slow. And he goes slow. What about my first question? Why? You still talking to him. Maybe we should hurry up soon? What do you know about Manan? I know if it's absolutely do anything wrong, you get locked up. Seems like fun too. Great way to not bring in the credits. I'm surprised they even let this swoop. This is closer to someone. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Yeah, you go then. Leave me alone. It's time for more swooping. Let's see who I've got to talk to first. Oh, hello there. Anything to chicken and street course or a practice run? It is full consistency of 20 credits if you have a street bike readied. Why is there a fee? We want to find out whether racers are more careful when they're funding the course. Besides, we must defray maintenance costs somehow. Please, sir, please, no haggling. I'm not offering this discount, even if I wish to. I want to officially time the race. Go speak to the course regulator information on terms and account leaders of each race category. Okay. Greetings to you, off-roader. Are you here as a spectator or will you be entering the swoop field as a spectator? Can you have some information? I'm sorry, I'm not sure that I do to organise this. I paid attention to little else. Of course, the destruction of the house. We're a bit on the rebuilding phase. I'll take the attention as was one of the casualties there. Based on tattering, perhaps he has, but you're not looking as a recognised threat. What is no threat from it, no matter what he says. Also, he altered payment structures, so of course he was not part of the governing circuit. I really lost house. You can improve your skills regardless of your experience. The course is open. Any how many credits need to be paid for each timed attempt? Okay. This is the amount for its rates. I want to talk about the awards. As a Manan are organised into different systems. Each round plays differently. Having a tier system for each round, why the difference? Having is not recognised and won't be well consistent if using the accepted galactic standard. Races is re-established, he will fall on line. Around here is some of them lists and amateurs. I mean no disrespect by that, it's just you can't afford the fastest troop yet. Amateur is popular by beginners and touring races. They decided to invest in the sport and attempting to make it so. Very normally attainable by seasoned professionals, and they're only few, only rarely. What does each round pay? Round 1 pays 500 credits, round 2 pays 200 credits, round 3 pays 5,000 credits, and reflecting standards vary for each sport. Each round pays up by 1 per tournament. The leader shows dominance in all 3 with an aim to get the champion. Describe the current crop of races. Bath. Harris took a very good races. It took it for us to short, including our second captain, Hilku on the decks. Currently, our biggest attraction is Hotel, and Hub Stacks. They're the only touring facilities. But we have a Spartus channel. Is the racer we're getting a big response in the local scene. He's very talented. Anybody got other questions? Certainly, we call it races. Really basics of how to race. Of course, it's played out with boys across the ocean. The race against this show. No other. You're like. You both have like gears. Each communicates Lower left is your shift. Shift poorly in the wrong time is slow working. Slow down. Just quickly and you'll optimize your performance. Once you share the speed boosters, you'll longer increase your free shift strength for a short time. And it has its own course. There are a few obstacles, just watch out for. Just doing over floating boys, you damage the bike. That will slow you down. I'll be back later. I'm going to quickly save in case I lose too much money. Ready to base. Very well, before we place that, we must collect 100 credit fee. I don't need to pay the race fee. I've absolutely paid the race fee. I think you can make just this one time. The only reason is that I want to be able to offer this option again. My accounts are very close to wanted. Now let's look into who we timed against. Who would like a favourite but won't be much odds. Trying to beat is 23 seconds and 82 milliseconds. Let's see if I can beat the sign! My Swoop fans, we are right about to connect. Show your respect for the upcoming chances for... Oh god. Oh, I just made it. Phew, just made it. Yeah, good. Winners of the first round are paid 500 credits. It's enough to cover your expenses, but when you keep racing, you'll make sure you make it pay. So, this record is a future reference. I wish you well and attempt to reset the champion. I'll back later. Ah, it's because I used the thingy. So I got a little bit of dark side. I'm trying to get any more dark side. Greetings. Are you racing again? We're always looking for a serious competition for the established races. I'm ready to race. Very well. Before you place the race, you must take the 100 race credits fee. I'll pay the 100 credits. Very good, off-roader. Now must determine what time you're trying to beat. Let's look at the standings. General tally is your opponent for this round and a time for each round. 23 minutes, 25 milliseconds. Per second. Not trying to beat. Shoot fans, pay attention. A new challenge will now attempt to unseat Sandra Metallic. Let me hear you. Oh. Oh, kick flipping the boys! Ah. My race is about and reach this level, but I'm feeling you out. Next race will determine the second champion. You have to be flawless to achieve that. How about that? Please again. Will you be racing today? We're always looking for serious competition for the established races. Wait a minute. Before you ready, next choice will be against the room set by Hester. The training system that keeps him first. Please don't anger the million. The fire is troublesome. You don't want to stand up on them. So jail as question of street racer. Where is he? He's in the racer's lounge, so they should have won. I'll back later. Yes, Hux? You come talk to me. I just want to say to you, little racer, this is just like how fast you go. I told you once, I told you, I don't want to remember, you didn't win such a spot if you don't want to be any trouble. I will race and I will win. Then you and Hans are going to have trouble. I must tell you that. You won, fair and square. Don't threaten me, Piggy. Anyways, oh very well. I'll pay the $100. Very good. Return what it's under. I've got just under 23 seconds. And ready. I need to say this. Relative of the racial. So anyways, it's beginning. No. Oh god. Hope this goes well. Oh, come on! How do I get over? Come on. Come on. Boost past is something. I also boosted poor time as well. Oh, very much. Oh, I did it again! How did I fail? Oh, why am I fucking up this one? Oh, damn it. Oh, god damn it. Oh. keep failing? Ah, why am I failing? Okay, because you can save scums. I got stuff I don't know. I don't know. Yes. Oh, but they clipped that fucking boy! Oh! Yes. Oh, come on! That's a piss take! Oh. Oh, the biggest piss take I ever saw one! I'm so close! If I didn't miss the boost pad, I would have got it! Oh. Sorry. I'm not doing very well. Yes. Sucking! Yes. doing today? Oh. Copy the fucking time. Yes! Yes! Get in! You've won a great deal of money with payment of 5,000 credits. That we last month offers, we certain to get a new one, but that realization will be nice. Anyway, go back later. Anyway, hello you. Hello there, I just want to thank you for showing me what I just don't have what it takes. You beat my time easily. I don't even think a pro. There's one girl. Why don't you keep going? It's too late. Maybe I just. Oh, I think I've messed up that crest. Oh.
Well, hello, Sector Champion. You must be proud right now.
Oh, I messed up the crest!
Join in with cheers of my own.
Oh, damn it. Oh well. Pretty supposed to be way to do it, so
Don't hurry back.
If you, I think you're supposed to give them the money before you start doing the races, and then that way, the races become a little bit harder. But nah, I couldn't want to do that. I thought I could do the races first and then come back, but I'm not redoing the races again. I would have made that last time harder. I can't do that. Ugh. Anyway, let's go head back to let's go explore the other side of the city. My life. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit low. Why are you bothering me? I don't want to speak to you. Oh, I'm not here doing business. I try and sub subclass if you're interested, otherwise leave. Let's see what you got. Got a new deck with missing that another time. I don't think I could try speaking to that guy, but I'm pretty sure he might speak to me on my own. Hey there, human. Self-food everywhere. I wish you to speak to me. I'm just different. The only answer is that I was don't. That's a rather strange queen. It's a strange time. She would shift and the public guard to control the galaxy, but the war seeks to destroy. It says, the war shows that the fear of confusion of people are lost. All the done regrets, but they have questions and they want answers. I'm here. Here I am. I can see answers to what? If it's not. Who are you? No, 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 no. I'm a traveller from the world of doors. My name's Harris Wick. Yeah, nothing to do what I'm doing. Only Vedic game message to see you. Any Vedic? That means nothing. I certain that's about good parents and talent. Obviously this is a mistake. Obviously that was someone who only Vedic told you to bring your companions to speak with me. The game is their parents and the Jira Haradan. It doesn't matter. If you want to speak for you should leave the end of discussing before you friends. Oh, I didn't mean to I think I've got to go back here without any companions. For some reason he's funny about talking about the Geoharadan with companions. Oh, hey, droid. Oh, who am I waiting for? Jahani! Jahani! There you are. Oh, dear.
Jodie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
I guess we're gonna do some lore stuff, but I'll do that when I come back. Oh. There you go. Sweet tattoo on the wall. Sorry, I've been locked
Sundry's
up
being
for
held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please.
Don't worry, Alora.
Pretty good. What's this place? Oh, hello. Human, let's speak to you. Greetings, human. My name is Elko Bass. I hope you are enjoying yourself here in Floating is beautiful, is it not? It's truly a wonder to behold. You're too gracious, human. The beautiful man that I think is complex and fragile. I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? The task, I would ask, human. Did I fear that there's nowhere else I could turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured, there'll be ample war for this human. I will only put information and nothing more. Rather than hiring mercenaries, and more than usual, as an official of the Selkath people, they regret to tell me, I accept that the reason for the change in the public policy. Why do you need me for this? I can't trust them, guys. The public obviously wants to keep their secret. I've been inquired often what their purpose, but I've been rebuffed. The Sith can't be trusted to give accurate reports of events. They will twist the truth as it fulfills their own goals. And mercenaries are well known to have a high wage to the Republic's pain. Reports is that they I'll be load of flow of credits into their account. I'll pay 500 credits.
We could look into this to calm the Selkath's fears, though I doubt the Republic would be involved in anything illegal.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place that doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Please, see you can find answers I seek. Find why the Republic behind so many mercenaries. Find out where they're going, and find out why they don't return. I'll look into it for you, Kotor. No, once you discover the information, speak to me. Believe it or not, I'm a friend of the Republic. For the truth, I shall do my best to protect the public interests. Those and those of Selkath, of course. The Republic are hiring an extraordinary number of mercenaries. I wonder what that is.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation.
Got some questions.
I prefer to make my credits gambling, but I never turn my back on an opportunity. Maybe this can be a profitable exchange for both of us.
You know why the Republic sounds like mercenaries?
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you ask the mercs? Better yet, go down to the embassy and ask the Republic. You done wasting my time now, or you got some more questions?
What do you think?
They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. Works all around. You done wasting my time now, or you got some more questions?
What do you think of the Republic?
They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. Works all around. You done wasting my... So clear out. I hope you're here to play some... So lay your credit.
Anyway, I've got... Oh, come on. Oh, you dick. Oh, I should have played my card. Yay. Damn it. times. Please. Oh, what a comeback!
You got lucky that last game. So clear out.
Oh, that was too close.
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
What are you on about? I heard that you are no fan of Sith. Is this true? The Sith are brought our galaxy. Those suspicions are very little cool. I say it's like I brought people to my family. I'm no fool. I know the Sith has no respect for our laws as the Republic does. If it were up to me, I wouldn't have any power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. Intergalactic politics stay in my hand. I know people that know Sith are evil. I fear what they did to my people and what they're doing now. What are you talking about? Any Selka vanished, especially if you on the special adulthood. A youth who leads the president. My own daughter, Sasha, is among the people disappeared. These disappearances are a coincidence. I'm sure the Sith revival. I cannot discuss the connection. The Sith are up to human so much that I can feel it. Want to investigate these disappearances? I'll give you 500 credits if you uncover the fate of my daughter and the others in Selka, please. I've known not as much as I can afford, but I have no personal authority. Personal wealth is not that vast. I have no reason to turn human. I'm too closely watched by the Sith and the Alto for you can act with. I'll start looking to disappearance for you, Stellas. Imagine the beginning of this quiz. Perhaps the offer is in this recipe of. If you learn something human, report back to me once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter, your reward will be awarded as promised.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
We got against the Achani and the Mandalorian.
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue. Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Why are the Republic sponsoring mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
We heard anything about missing Selkath, anything about young Selkath going missing?
But my business with the Selkath is my own.
But I'm your friend. You want to tell me what's going on?
An Iridorian has no friends, though I feel a strange kinship with you. You do not seem like the others of this world. Even the Sith here do not understand our kind. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring an Achani for the errands they had me running. The task paid well, but was boring, and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith Embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith.
So you tricked these innocents into going to the Sith base. And then what did you do with them?
And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would ask of me, human?
Where we
Yes,
going
I'm not
now?
surprised.
So, do we have a deal? That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Wow. Hey, you're the sector swoop champ, right? Too bad about the circuit being so small this year. But still.
Ah, it's just Enclave.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
Well, witnesses clearly stated that the were willing to engage in the violence of the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Threats and taunts are not sufficient for a version in the eyes of the court. Words can be ignored, which your men should have done. I find both of them equally at fault in the breach of this peace. I shall throw both parties involved in the Open City Jail, but since no joke of a Hamdan conflict, I shall serve mercy and levy the fee of 10,000 credits to both sides. Court is dismissed, although I warn you, any experiences will not be viewed as such leniency.
One day soon, the Selkath will pay for the indignities they have inflicted on the Sith.
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
Well, these guys are bloodthirsty. Anyway, Judge Dula. Don't waste my time on individuals who are not involved in jurisdiction that disturb me. These are required working on around, but officials inquiries to get through the hot channel. As Selkas read the answer, I thought this was doing a normal house. Oh, guys, get out of the way. Sorry. Do you have to house go? There's indignant to judge this person. It is required, just that Selka is available in the consultation times. Don't disturb me, I thought I'm busy. Oh, this is the main judge, so Judge Selka. I'm just Selka, acting on behalf of the Selka government of Manan. It's my task to answer the needs of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. We are limited to another party then we should speak. We first, however, consult with the Sith embassy before pressing for more charges. Anything else you wish to bring to my attention? How do you know I was from the Republic? The ship was recently from a Republic world of chess. Therefore, you're a public citizen. Are you saying you stole the ship? No, perfectly legitimate. I see. Is it all you need? I'll have to investigate the, what do you know about young Selkath who's been going missing? The court is unaware of any missing individuals, but I said any evidence regardless of such a dispute should file it with us. And investigation will be launched. Anything else to require? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sandwing. I think that will believe in Milan legal system that the defendant can have an arbiter who will provide in previous incidents. Of course, this arbiter is a neutral party. We can investigate and present evidence to the trial, argue the defendant's behalf. As you're a Jedi, I believe you feel the trial adequately.
I suppose your Sunray's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
Opiate. Now I'll point out in case the name of system will be recorded into our files. Yeah, now for that if that's the case, there's limited time to investigate and defense. I advise you use it wisely. Sunny was leaving the hotel behind a dead woman, Alistair Holsworth. He was in charge of her murder and being held in the due to his criminal status, he's being kept in a solitary cell. Witnesses claimed that he killed Syndicate and being there to attend the hotel in question for the trial. However, the hotel is now been claimed for your appointment. Also been found dead with a blaster wound in her incriminating touch in her hand. This evidence would be able to a data pad and will be wise to review all information before this trial starts. May question Sunny or witnesses and evidence heavily stacked against Mr. Sunny. I believe it will take some time to resolve him for guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Okay. Then now we've got to go speak to Sunry and see if we can find out anything about this Christopher's.
I hear you've been appointed as Arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me things about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying that someone... Are you saying someone yours couldn't overpower everyone?
I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Your husband members are into that.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Gotta go speak to Sunry. You come and you find the doors something unlocked. You wish to begin the trial, you must take the request to the warden and pass through to the judges. Yeah, that's the warden, so I don't talk to him yet because, not ready yet.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, Oswald scum. Well, that's a anyway, hello, Sunry.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire.
They have had a title!
But more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
I need to investigate the case some more. And did you look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with off-worlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with, I want my Arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's few things I want to have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judge said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
I'll be going back now.
I suppose there is still... Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Anyway, I guess it's time for Tyler's Wick 8 and 10 to swoop in! Jedwick! Jedwick! Oh, he's asleep. Jedders! Little boy sound asleep. Puffy! Puffy! Can you help me with this? Will you book? Oh, I don't know how I'm going to get started on this case, but I'll be finishing it today because gotta go watch the football, and I've only got about 15 minutes left, so we could start by getting the evidence up today. We leave the hotel. It's over here. Might as well got to do hotel guy first. Maybe unlock the doors for us. Ignis.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw on the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone off after he
No,
left?
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
What
do you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Who was at the hotel?
There were only two other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
I have no more questions for now.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
So Sunry and Alasa were seen living together and staying in the hotel again. Hello, Firth Me.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean Sunry's having a relationship with Alasa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did she?
I didn't see anything.
You want to tell me what?
You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Alasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She was a Dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me. You again. Yes?
Well, that's why you shot him on the murder.
You again.
What did you have about
I
murder?
was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Alassa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Yes, well, I'll be right here. Now,
so this woman
Your
was
wish?
killed was a Dark Jedi. That's locked.
yes?
That one's locked. Must be this room left with Glupor. Hey there, you Selka? That's Glupor. Go over to everything he knows. I have a question about the murder of Alassa. Glupor tell everything to Selka. You don't know? Glupor has no reason to say. Glupor tell everything. Everything about murder, everything about the Sith lady's room. While we were at the hotel, Glupor stayed in the hotel. Glupor not very rich. Hotel's too rich for Glupor to live at. But Glupor saved for a few weeks, enough to stay for a few days. Glupor just missed a chance to flip out for a while. What did you see? Not see murder, oh no. But did see, the cripple, Sunry his name. Glupor think that you see, Sunry running away from the scene of the crime. Glupor see nothing else. Nothing else, especially not in the Sith lady's room. What about Alassa's room? Curious. What happened? No reason to go through. No one paid Glupor to do it. Did someone pay you to say something like that? Something in that room, Glupor? How did you know someone paid Glupor? Well, Sithman came after Glupor, after murder, before Selka arrived. He said, if Glupor put metal in Sith's hand. Glupor good. Glupor plant evidence. Glupor need low trace, but Glupor not recognised Sithman anywhere. Glupor not recognised by him, not recognised humans very well. No use to Selka. No problem told them. But that maybe not. They said, Sithman said, you're cool with Glupor said, Goofy, you can't talk to me right now. You need to lie down. Maybe just stay here? So she was a Sith. Glupor planted evidence for him.
Sure.
But there could have been an affair. So let's go figure this out.
You, Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Alassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
I think so, kinda.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Just give it to me.
Of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Yeah, I say try the embassies, but I doubt the embassies are going to tell me Jack. But I need to speak to Sunry about his relationship with this woman. Jahani! Kitty! Jahani? Kitty! There you are. Oh, oh, my good boy here. Need to speak to a Lori. I have to be blunt with her and find out the truth.
I hear you've been appointed as Arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Was Sunry having an affair?
Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
He's given us before.
That was a long time ago. In a war, far, far away. He's changed now. Settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
Yeah, may not be sure.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk.
Find the real
yeah, let's go speak to Sunry and find out what's really going on.
Coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of Arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
Let's go to the evidence.
Well, you know I was having an affair with Alasa. I went there to break it off that night. Well, I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Alora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left. I found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with, I want my Arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial. Go ahead, ask.
There's a Rhodian plan the Empress for the murder.
A Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who was hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? But I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you what I found out later, but let's look at Alassa was brutally my war and further. Obviously the Sith. I hope you can see how anything else I can help. Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened, but I think you'd be better. Anything else?
Looks like I'm going to have to go into the embassy to investigate this murder a bit more. And with that, we've got to end things off today. I think, by the sounds of it, we're going to have to go into the Republic and Sith embassies to find out more about Sammy's innocence. But then, hopefully, we'll be able to go in and do the... That's alright. Like you said, Joe, your Wi-Fi is not so great. I'm glad to meet you. I really hope that you tune in again soon. Yeah, keep following. Glad you followed. Everyone else who's not already follow. If you missed any videos, you can be sure to check out my Facebook page, Nerdyverse.io. Facebook, no, I made it. That's the first page. Be sure to check out my my YouTube page. All the links will be down below. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Listen, we're at the end. We are at the end now. So, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, ding the bell when you subscribe, and next time we'll find out if Sanri is truly innocent, and also maybe we can finally find some clues on where we can find the star up on Manan. Anyway, goodbye everyone.